Hello and welcome to Caravan Salon Dusseldorf. This is the stand of Megamobil, which is a Slovenian producer using a variety of platforms such as MAN, Renault, Citroën, Fiat, Mercedes, Volkswagen, and possibly others which I can't think of at the moment. And there we have a 6-meter campervan on an MAN basis, 4x4, large washroom. But what it's got is at the back, which is particularly unusual, and that is a lounge. And the lounge 6-meter vehicle is pretty unusual. It's the first time I've seen something like this. Here's a nice little feature, just a tiny little thing, but in here we've got a charger for mobile phones. There's a bed above which will drop down with electrically, and I think an interesting solution under 6 meters. For those who need an extra 22 centimeters, we've got this one here on the Renault base. As you can see, bed, double bed at the back, which is up. I'll take you inside. For this, we're looking at 83,000 coming in. Okay, campervan kitchen, but what it has got here, unusually, seats around the bed at the back. There's the fridge, storage, and a large washroom. The washrooms in all of these vehicles are very similar, and it comes with this more solid than most campervans, this thing here, which for your shower. So I think that's quite positive. Because of the length of the vehicle, what we've got here, the table is in there. There's also a table which could go at the back as well. Only this chair will turn around for obvious reasons. The forward-facing rear bench has been gotten rid of, and that gives all this space which is elsewhere. Unusual to see campervans on the Renault. There's not many of them, but I think we will see more vehicles on the Renault basis. There's a lot more on the Ford. There's one slight problem with the Renault though, in putting things like fly screens into a complicated side door structure. Here we have a vehicle which is on MAN, and this bed will go up and down to make a huge amount of space. Could easily get a motorbike in there and sleep up further top if that were necessary. You can see that all a similar length, these vehicles. Mega reactive, 95,500 euros, and this is 683 centimeters long. So in this case, the space for the bench and largish table, campervan type kitchen, obviously. And in here we will find the shower, which is somewhat similar to the previous model, but the shower itself is really large. Now, when things like this are being built, of course, they can be on 4x4 or not, as is required. Right. Sorry, so that was MAN. It's VW. Sorry, I was looking at the shape. This is another VW model with a large bed in the rear. Somewhat similar. This here, 100,000 euros, got an automatic gearbox, and we have this German layout at the back. You can walk down here, so it's like sort of singles, but if you put this thing in using a plate which is available, that goes there to make a really large bed. Now, what's curious here though is that the mattresses are different sizes. That has the advantage of being able to store things at one side and move the bed over to the other if it were necessary. Of course, storage all the way around, and here as well, storage, and the fridge is below. So if I come around here, Caravan Salon is the largest RV fair in the world, so lots of people do tend to come here. This one here is on a jumper basis, and we can, we've got my assistant here opening the door. Oh, have we? Yes, we have. And somebody inside, so I'll not go in and come round to the back and show you from here. Once more, we've got here the bed that will go up and down. This is the thing I really have to show. The bike is in without any problem, and there are lashing straps below. But if what I do want to point out though is the amount of headroom that is here, despite the fact that there is a bike actually in there. Right, so we've got another jumper here, and what we can see in this vehicle is a rear lounge, and a rear lounge which will of course have a bed as well. Once more, another bed which will drop down, and look at all that space that gives. We've also got examples here of the insulation which is used in the vehicle. I'll take you around to the front, and something like this, you're looking at around Mega Sport, you're looking at around 89,000.
Okay. Deshalb ist das jetzt hier dabei. Das haben wir auch überlegt, ja.
Like rather standard bathroom. Now, of course, when the bed was this high up, it would be a little difficult to sleep. Now, not impossible, of course. You could have something really big below, but you'd probably want the bed down a bit from there. So here we have another Citroen vehicle, a somewhat a classic campervan. This comes at a cost of 75,000. Mega classic, so it's a classic campervan, and that's the name of it. You've got here sort of very standard campervan layout, rear bed. It's what I would call the 6-meter Fiat Ducato campervan. Even if it's most of these Fiat Ducato campervans are now done on Citroens and Peugeots. And Fiat does have a number of problems in delivery. So much so that this is even Opel being used here with Opel Movano. And this vehicle here, you're looking at around 80,000 euros. It's a much shorter vehicle, as you can see, and as it being 542 centimeters in length. But what this has, which is particularly curious, is this rear lounge. Here we have a sort of a city thing, mega active, under 5 meters in length. What this has got, this is really a car though, because it has a curious system for the toilet, which comes out here. It's a low roof, 2-meter high vehicle, and the toilet's there, so it comes in and out. It's got a rather large water tank. It's got a really large sink and large kitchen, but designed to be used from the outside, as you can see from where the gas are. In this case, we can see what it looks like with the bed actually put up. I would consider this still though to be a camper van, even though there's no shower in it. The reason for that is that there's a toilet. There must be a proper toilet for it to be a camper van. Here's something which is quite similar, and this one here has a tent in the roof, and for this you're looking at around 87,000. And here it's bigger. The toilet is kept in here. Comes out. Oh, I see what the problem is. Well, you have to bleed. There's carpet on the ground. Carpet's there to protect the vehicle during trade fairs. So I won't take the carpet up for the point of this video, but you can see it in action in a video I did dedicated to this very vehicle when it eventually gets published, of course. And good, so that's a quick look around this stand at Megamobil. I'll give you a link to where you can get the vehicles from. And now I need to point out, of course, that at the moment there's all sorts of problems with delivery, and this is caused by COVID, which upset the supply chain, and some companies have got out of these supply chain problems better than others, and others, such as Fiat above all, are having them in with all sorts of problems. So that's why we're seeing a lot fewer Fiats these days and more of other vehicles. So I appreciate probably by the time that this video gets published, there won't be the opportunity to come to this year's Caravan Salon, but there are other events in Europe, such as the CMT, which is held in Stuttgart in January, and there was, of course, Caravan Salon, which starts at the last weekend in August and continues for 9 days. So good. I hope you have found that of interest. Thanks very much for being here, and all the best from me in Dusseldorf.